Hello, everyone. Don't worry about the void. There we go. Some of these old games seem to have like a delay. I mean, this was made before anyone could imagine that people would stream things online. Hello. How's everybody doing? Can we get some wiggles in chat? Can we get a little wiggle? Hello, bench dude. Welcome to Jesus Christ, I don't know. I have played this before. This was a Telltale game that came out, I don't remember when. God knows. And it was in several segments. It was in like 5 different editions. Hello, Emmy Fox. Thank you so much. Look how cute this is. There is a credit to Peach Delta who drew this in the description below. Hello, Scenes. Welcome to a very special game. It came out in several different chapters. Like, I think there's 5, and I played the first one maybe 2 decades ago, and then I just kind of didn't continue, so I don't know what happens. I don't know if this is considered to be canon. I don't think it is. But they did make a game for this, IP. And it does exist. Before we begin, would you like to see notifications when Marty has a new goal? Delta doing amazing as usual. As per fucking usual, Delta knocked it out of the park. It's semi-canon because a lot of the original people had a hand in it. That doesn't really surprise me because, generally speaking, whenever they have made something out of Back to the Future, it has to be with the consent of the people who made it, and the people who made it were legit people. They didn't want to do anything with it that wouldn't be true to the genuine spirit of creation.
I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin
Oh my
Pines Mall.
God.
It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there.
Oh, that
boy.
sure is a dog.
In you go. Get down.
Let me know
Get
if
your seatbelt
the
on.
volume needs changing
That's
or
it.
anything.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch ahead.
I think the dog has fared worse than the human characters here, unfortunately.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Also, this is
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
obviously rehashing part of the film. But this game is not a rerun of the events of the movie. It is its own thing.
Not me. The car. The car.
You were like, this is the best thing ever. I mean, it is really distinctive. I much prefer a cartoony style to
If
the
my
opposite.
calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour,
Go on,
you're
say
gonna
it.
see some serious shit.
Yay! We swear on this channel.
Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah, we don't have to render shit. You disintegrated Einstein.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour. The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Oh, Marty looks really cute though.
Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21
You built a
a.m. and
time
0
machine?
seconds, we shall catch up with him
Out of a
and the
DeLorean?
time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see
Does
it,
that say
if you're gonna build a
Rhubarb
time
Essence
machine
in the
into a
background?
car, why not do it with some style? Besides, The stainless steel construction made
That
the
is
flux
such
dispersal.
like that joke has gone through so
Look
many
out!
iterations that don't work. I mean, the first time they wrote "Why not do it with some style," I think the joke was that
Doc?
people didn't like DeLoreans
that's
because they were
peculiar.
weird.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught
And
up
then
with us
DeLoreans became
27
like
seconds ago.
associated with nothing but
what
this
happened,
intellectual
Einstein?
property.
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
So this is a what if scenario if his time machine didn't work. The joke then was that Doc is a weirdo for loving a weirdo busted shit car. Yeah. Like people thought DeLoreans were pieces of crap in those days when it was current. And now people like them because of this film. This movie series made them a thing. Okay, I can walk. I am not clicking and holding the left mouse button to do anything. I'm using the arrow keys like I always do. Highlights on stuff I can interact with. Can I run? Maybe not. Let's look at the plutonium. Was it
What's
plutonium?
in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
Yay!
Plutonium.
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
This sounds like the original actors doing the voices and repeating their lines, but obviously they had aged quite a bit between making the film and making the game. So they just sound like slightly more mature. I think they have actually made Doc older in this game to account for it. And then all the nerds bought the DeLoreans and went, oh, this is so bad. I'm in serious debt from the upkeep because this car falls apart when you look at it weird. Yeah, they weren't good cars. Like that was the gag, I think. I don't think you would expect a DeLorean to maintain its structure if you sent it through time at that speed.
Notebook. Got it.
Oh, it is Christopher Lloyd,
Flux
but Marty is a good
capacitor?
impression voice
That's it.
actor.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
You really
My
can't
latest
tell.
invention, the thing that makes time travel possible.
I love that
In this
Christopher Lloyd
notebook, I
does
detail the
every
nearly 3
single.
decades of scientific
spin-off
breakthroughs necessary to build a working
ever.
time machine.
They make something
If I
about Back to
never
the
fell
Future and
into
Christopher
wrong
Lloyd just
hands, the
appears in front of you.
consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times
They
C
spelled
squared.
square
And
wrong.
the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the fourth root of N. Carry the 9, then.
This isn't the way it
Doc,
happened.
Something's way off here.
This is an AU officially, I guess.
Doc?
The AU starts. What about the terrorists? What are they gonna do when they show up?
Scott,
Einstein has
Doc,
gone into
what
the
is it?
past and
I made
erased
a
the
horrible
timeline where
mistake.
humans evolved. Oh, he died.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc! Come back! Doc!
They turn into furries? Shut up.
Doc!
It was all a dream. Hey there,
Marty?
Soul. You
Is
forgot this
everything
even existed.
okay?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, Mom. It was just a
Oh
nightmare.
my god, that postcard that
I
says
was in
greetings
the
from the moon.
past.
I have that for Hill Valley.
Doc
Since
was
and I got
there.
that. Oh,
Well,
it
you're
takes place
safe and sound
afterwards.
now. Back in good old 1986.
I don't remember anything about this.
But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting
That's
for
not
you.
true. I remember one thing about this.
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
Oh, we're going straight in. I'm not speaking. I'm just letting this happen. Give me a sec. I didn't think I was gonna get emotional about this because it's old. But God, honestly, the affection you can feel for it immediately. Hey, Bob Gale, round of applause. I think we saw him in real life.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff.
A guy who
The
is
city has
definitely
no right
not
to-
Now,
Crispin Glover.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Oh, cool. Let's search for dangerous materials. Okay, one sec. What happened in chat? I was immersed. Back to the Future, one of your favorite movies. Welcome, Geo Blood. It is, well, I say it. The Back to the Future trilogy counts as my favorite movie of all time. It's been a favorite of mine since I was like 6, and my dad showed it to me. So I felt like I had to play this back in the day, and it's just sat around for several decades, and I didn't finish it. So I thought it would be interesting to see how it actually goes. And the PNG looks great. Thank you so much, GeoBlood. It's so cute, isn't it? I can praise it myself because I didn't draw it. The amazing Peach Delta did this for me. The link for Peach Delta's VGen is just below the stream. Hey Soul, you're at your workplace in the middle of a mid-eastern blizzard. That doesn't sound very good. I hope you're safe. And yeah, the reason I said we met that guy, when I say we, I mean me and Scenes, who's in chat. They came over and visited definitely 10 years ago now, at least. And the two of us went to a Back to the Future cinematic recreation where they built what's the name of his town again? I'm blanking. They built like his town in the 50s, which you could explore, and then they projected the movie onto the side of a building, and we all watched it as a group of like a few hundred people. And Bob Gale was there, and he came out and talked to us. That's how much of a fan of this I am. Hill Valley, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. So I've got like a postcard from Hill Valley, as well as we got a picture of us there. It was 2014, was it? Oh my god. It was cool as hell. I remember at the time, I was daunted by the sale price of the tickets. But looking back, it was absolutely worth that because, I mean, it's like the nerdiest thing possible, but you got to live being in the film for like one afternoon. Scenes also drew a picture of us at the event. One of the streams that I do of this, I will bring that up if Scenes doesn't do it before I get there.
I miss Einstein.
Yeah, it's like, what if he just didn't really care about Doc at all? He just wanted the dog. You could have the honors. Okay, I'll bring it up when I'm a bit more mentally non-vacant.
Hey, let me.
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very
He looks so
emotional time
sad.
for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Closest feeling you've ever had to that was watching Star Wars: A New Hope with live orchestra. Oh yeah, live orchestra viewings are really good. It wasn't live orchestra, but it did have... Okay, I forgot like one of the biggest draws of it. It wasn't just that you were in Hill Valley, which was really cool. They had like the... I don't know what it's called, the malt shop where you could go and get milkshakes. And they had the school where you could go in and it was, you know, holding the school dance, the Enchantment Under the Sea dance with a live band. So you could just like pretend you were there and dance with your friends to it. And then when they one of the big things was that they hired actors. They had lookalike actors in costume, like just around the place, doing interesting things that you could like join in. I remember Doc doing some sort of experiment where he had a bunch of people hold hands around him and jump about. It was something to do with kinetic energy. It was really, really sweet and fun, but I get really, really nervous around people who are doing acting or in costume and stuff like that. So I was trying my best. There was the guy who was Biff came over to talk to me, and I just kind of like lost my mind. That was the bit that seems true for me. It's crazy to think how different of a person you were back then. You still thought you might have been cis. Oh, it really was different. I wore a skirt to that event because you had to go kind of in character, and God, I think that may have been the last time I wore a skirt in my life. Hey, Rainbow! Yeah, new PNG. Isn't it really good? I love it so much. As someone who's never seen Back to the Future films, you love peeking into the maximum with the fans. Like, yeah, there are some things that are really famous for being, for having ultimate nerddom, like Star Trek, Star Wars, the kind of sci-fi things that get people going. This is my thing, for sure. I have so much memorabilia about this in general.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
I've seen them so many times. I don't ever like rewatch them on purpose though. It's just that when they're on, I go, okay, time to watch Back to the Future again.
Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works.
Oh, it's a little
What the-
watch.
Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Oh, I'm gonna have to move chat real quick, so I can see this. There we go. Yeah, give it to me.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Oh,
Give it here, Biff.
god damn, I'm being outsmarted.
Well, well, look at what we have here.
What are you gonna do with it?
Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
God, how many times is this guy gonna cause a plot to happen by stealing a book from me? I already mentioned it, but that's you in Star Wars. Ah, yeah, Star Wars is big for so many people. I only really like one of the Star Wars films, but I've seen like most of the mainline ones. Is he turning where I have my cursor? Sorry, I didn't realize I was making you do that all that extra work.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Aww. Aw, man. It's Biff's MO to steal a book to get rich. It just... I love how it repeats things and then they become... I don't know, like their own foreshadowing just because they happen again. Like, in any timeline, Biff is just prone to book stealing because he thinks he can get rich somehow.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Can someone, like...
Now, Biff, let Marty have
Remove
his
him.
turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I don't think that sounds like Biff, actually, but never mind. Use the jukebox.
Enough of that junk.
Hey!
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Does this keep happening, or can I actually use the jukebox? I guess I can't.
Enough of that junk.
Biff's universal
Now,
constant
Biff.
is untangling the
Sorry,
timeline
Marty.
somehow. There is a funny thing I was gonna mention, and I wasn't sure if I should bring it up immediately, but I think I will. I really want to make an internet post that's like, okay, sometimes I write internet essays, you know. That's one of the things I do. It's usually on Tumblr, but I could try doing it on Blue Sky and a bunch of tweets, I guess. But one of the things that I have been to in my continued appreciation for this series is that I went to see Back to the Future, the musical. Like 2-3 years ago now? I can't remember. It's been ages, actually. And it was good. It's kind of for the fans. It was made, you know, with the approval of the original creators, it does feel like it's sort of just a watch the film you like, but it's a musical. But at the same time, you could go to it without having seen the film, and you'd get what was going on, which is fine. You wanted to go, but it was pandemic times. Yeah, it was kind of pandemic times. I remember definitely, I think I wore a mask the whole performance, and I think I was maybe the only person who was. But there's something really, really interesting to me. Sorry, this is turned into like my essay instead of playing the game. There's something really interesting about it that I'm not going to say deviates. I think it just kind of it kind of just expands a bit on something that the film didn't. And to try and put it as briefly as possible, it's that the reason that Marty's mother and Biff in 1955 become kind of obsessed with him is that they can sense that he is not supposed to be in their timeline. It's not made like overt, but the lyrics imply that Biff is just absolutely enraged by his existence, not for any actual reason, not for like a reason like he doesn't like Marty's family, even though he kind of doesn't. He has lyrics that imply it's because this guy isn't supposed to exist. In a similar way, it reminds me of like Inception, the way that when you're in a dream, if you make it obvious that you are not a natural figure of that landscape, everybody else in the dream will hone in on you like white blood cells trying to eject an alien body. That's what seems to be happening in their version. And the same with Marty's mother, except she has the opposite. Like she picks him out and sees him as really unique and interesting because she can sense that he's unique and interesting in a universal kind of way. And what was Marty's mother's name again? Lorraine. I only remembered that because I was like, it's a quiche, right? Lorraine and Biff have a duet about Marty where Lorraine is singing about how much she wants him and Biff is singing about how much he wants to beat his face in at the same time, singing the same song together, alternating between the two with the main link and also how much he wants him. Well, yeah, kinda. It is a little bit like that. But the main link between the two of them and the overall the overarching theme of the song is that Marty is not supposed to be here and we have to do something about it. Marty is not... He's special. Marty is too special. And we don't even understand why. And I just found that fascinating as all hell. A whole song, a duet between his mother and his bully. Heart and Spade Homestuck Quadrants. I mean, yeah. Okay, sorry, let's continue. This stream might be shorter than the usual
after I
one.
blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Because today is a very big day. My friends are going to be streaming Bad Game Bingo as usual, but it will be advertised on the front page of Twitch today. So I'm not going to be late for that, and I will have to like jump if they get started, because I don't want anyone here to have to, you know, choose between us, obviously, because it's their big day. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous, like, on their behalf. I don't know why. What is this big check? Oh, it's on this post. Yeah, it's their big day. I hope they're doing all right. I think they're already in their
Jennifer'd like that. She's into old stuff.
I think they're already in voice chat, like prepping probably, because it's slightly a big deal. I don't even know how long they will be streaming today, but it might be quite a while. You know, the way it works is that Twitch gives you a date, and then for that entire date, whenever you stream, you get to be featured on the front page. So you could stream for like 24 hours straight if you felt like it and be up there. It's going to be the craziest bingo in a good long while. I've got no idea how they're going to do this, because doesn't the bingo client have a upper bound of like 100 people, and then they have to begin a new card? So I hope there is some sort of, like, no doubt they
That
have
wasn't
already
poison
thought of
gas
that.
or anything.
He's just going around turning random knobs. Oh, I can talk to Biff.
Hey, Biff.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to follow the storyline is get the notebook from him. You wouldn't understand it.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Yeah. 5 said they are fine managing multiple cards. Okay, cool. Marty releases the neurotoxin. Game ends.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
Yeah, they might have a bunch of different games running, but I think they all function, right? Where you can mark off. Do they have to mark off like 7 different cards? That sounds unwieldy, but would Biff call Marty woke in a 2025 remake? I don't think. Oh, that's really difficult. He's not really. You'd have to transpose his bullying style into what it's like nowadays. But he's not regressive, you know? His character is not a guy who is involved in some sort of cultural reset type thing. He's just an asshole who is opportunist. So I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards no.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Oh, I just realized my computer is... Like, the fans have kicked up. I'm not sure what this game... What is juicing this game, but... It's really old, but my computer is like, whoa.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
And I'll just manually turn my fans up a bit.
Never mind.
That's the flux catheter in my PC, yeah. Oh, my guitar is here apparently. Wait, where? How do I... There.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Thank God. Okay, hang on. I need to move chat to the other side. Like that. There we go. Because everything seems to be happening in that upper left corner. My inventory. Oh my God. Okay. A photo of George McFly. I have to serenade. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that doesn't get out of the inventory. Sorry, what does get out of the inventory? Oh God, I had chat over it. I will move the activity feed somewhere else. A photo of my dad, smiley face. I could plug the... Okay, so is this a kind of have items, use items in specific place game? Can I make Biff stand in front of this?
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead.
What?
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff.
Oh, like Chuck
I
Berry?
think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh,
I nearly missed the reference.
gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly.
Yeah,
Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
he's kind of...
Wow, that was sizzling hot. Like a melting ice cube.
Biff is kind of reverting from his alternate self a little bit. He's meant to be completely and utterly neutered, but because we need to have another plot, he's kind of like edging back out of it again.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Oh, it could have just been an heirloom or something, Marty. Hey, George.
Hey, Dad.
So Biff here is kind of is like this. Yeah, so yeah, like that didn't really happen in this timeline, I guess, this movie. I mean, no, it did, right? Because this happens post all three films. It's like a little continuation. So it did happen. It's just maybe his like universal streamline towards being a bully is so strong that even though he has been, you know, kicked into being George's slave or whatever whatever you'd call it, he's like slightly tiptoeing out of it again. It's wearing off. It's been a few months since 1985 now.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Who's running the sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
It's so fun how the character models are. What's the right word? They're sort of older. They have like polygonal jank to them, but they have got this little animatic flair to them as well. Yeah, Biff is George's patsy. I guess he's here to help George with the heavy lifting. It is so sweetly to me. Oh, yeah, it is really charming once you kind of get used to the older feel. God, I don't know how much I have to say here.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I don't think you...
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
I don't think you should say that to him because we had to put so much effort into getting George to call Biff a dickhole. So I don't think you should take that away from him now. It would look so much better if... Sorry. This would look so much better if the shadows weren't so grey. I didn't even notice stuff like that. The thing that looks most aged is the lighting engine. You're teaching me things I can pay attention to.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
What does that
Or
mean?
something.
Nobody says that.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Just go and get tutorial help from my dad. It works very much in its favor that it's like a super stylized lower poly. It really does. Even this game is super old. So old that I have no idea why my computer is heating up trying to do this, but the fact they're stylized like this really, like, look at them. This could come out today. I mean, they would probably be a bit more detailed and have like slightly more versatile hair or something, but it could come out today and still be fine. Yeah, it really has aged well. This is why you do stylization. It ages so well sometimes. I'll just talk to him.
Hey, Biff.
Oh, I've done these.
Never
If
mind.
this was made today, someone would have gone ham in Substance Painter on all of these textures. I don't even know what that means. I'm sure you're correct, though. Can I use the mind-reading helmet to kill
Feels
him?
like that was a lifetime ago.
No. Okay, I didn't expect to actually be kind of stumped by this game while playing it. Electrical equipment.
Looks like a hand crank lightning
Can we kill
rod.
him?
Or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
No. But in the interest of... Like, there's 5 episodes of this. And I don't want to do 5 whole streams about it. So I was Mods, can we kill this guy? I want to actually get through this at a fair pace, so I might just do this with some sort of instruction open, or just... Oh, Sins, do you want to, like, contribute by, like, just telling me what I should do? Do you want to be involved in the stream? Because usually you like to have it on the background, so... It's totally fine. I can probably pull up something on my phone. You can be after you send a big email and have a piss. I mean, that's fair. I give up so easily, I swear to God. I will just be like, no, just do it.
Hey, Biff. I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
I'm a bit confused as to why the options continue to be there after
never
I've
mind.
selected them sometime, but not always. But yeah, I would definitely take instructions from chat about what to do, because I want this to... I want to see this through the end this time. This feels... It feels like I kept seeing it in my Steam library and I was like, oh yeah, I never finished it. Also, I'm surprised that using the guitar
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
didn't
Thanks for
work.
warming him up for me, butthead.
Oh, it's okay, Emmy. I mean, you can if you
One
want to,
for the
but
monkey,
I think
two
Scenes
for
is
the
going to jump
snow,
into.
3 to get ready now. Go, Scott, go.
What the hell is he singing? Like, I know what my objective is. Oh yeah, there are hints. I forgot. Well...
Let's make some noise.
Oh, okay. We actually had to turn it up. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That I did think about doing that, but I forgot that we had to go and do the controls. Because every time we try and use it, Biff comes back and does it for us. You have to blast him with your waves. Yeah. Like, that seemed pretty obvious when
Want
I
to
saw
hear a
the
number by
amplifier.
Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
Most hints at the start is just movie knowledge. You'd think I'd be good at it then.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Oh god.
Whatever you say.
Oh god, that was actually loud.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Now quick, run! Oh, there's nice page work.
Doc, where are you?
Surely by now he understands that he should be saying, when are you? I feel like the character style of him looks the way that I draw somehow. Oh, the cute music. Is Einstein in there?
Doc?
You're thinking the same thing about yourself? That could easily be true for you. Because you know a lot more about where your style comes from than I do. I learned to draw by drawing one thing over and over when I was like 15.
Einstein!
I bet nobody knows what it is.
Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Shoo. Now, okay, I'm gonna now explain the one thing I remember from this game, because I think this is referencing it. There is... I don't know... Wait a minute. I don't know how this works actually, because at the end of the trilogy, you know, Marty goes home and Doc goes on his own time travel adventure with his wife and sons. So I don't know how this fits in exactly, but the whole thing I remember about this is that you meet up with some lady in the past and Doc in the past, and they're like a couple. This is the offshoot version of BTTF where he gets like a girlfriend in the past. That's all I remember. That is the one thing that I remember.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Sorry, I was imagining a complete alternate universe where like Doc goes even further into the future and gets and transitions and then comes back and he's like, you might think, but no, that is my shoe.
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble
That's
sometime.
absurdly
And that
risky because it would
sometime is now,
strand you.
Or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit.
Look, even I remember
last time departed.
that it has time
Right,
circuits
last
to
time
the
departed,
last place
time
it
departed.
was.
Oh, jeez.
How would you not remember that?
Come on.
Yeah, you always have to slap it twice.
Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
I'm always saying
Once I
that
know
to
when to
myself.
look for Doc.
Let's oh, we've got the tape recorder, we've got the mysterious shoe. I think the photo of George.
I don't want to mess up my picture of Dad like that. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Uh
I can use those to enter a date into the
Yeah,
time
yeah, yeah, yeah.
circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
yeah. Okay. What else can I click on here? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to get out of the car. Einstein, do you know when it is?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
I gotta say, I think they look fine, but Einstein looks like shit. I'm sorry. Okay, what if we use the shoe to hit the time circuits?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Is there something in the notebook? Can I...
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Okay. His predator eyes! Yeah. Oh my god, how am I stuck on every single step of this? No, I didn't want to get out of the car. No. What does it say in hints right now? I wish they blindsided us. Oh, no. That one. Keep pressing escape because I'm using sense memory from a different game to get out of the screen. How am I supposed to do this?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
But those are the thing that tells you when he was. There's no... What else can I do? Show shoe to dog. Okay. I didn't want to go and talk to the dog because he scares me. So that's why I wasn't doing that. How is he supposed to tell me anything?
What do you know
The
about
dog
this shoe,
can
Einie?
smell time!
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Okay, I guess showing something to the dog to find the next clue is a pretty standard thing, but thank God I'm skateboarding there.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
How?
How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Wow, this tree died.
Ah! you sneaking into that liquor store, young man?
Okay, Scenes, go have fun pissing. Right, so it's her shoe. She is like, in the past, she's like, you know what I mean. The past version of this woman and the past version of Doc are like up to stuff. Wait, Strickland?
Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Does she mean scram?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
I'm always yelling scat out of my second story window.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh?
It may be a shoe you've been missing for maybe like 25 years.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, that was
Sorry,
really
Einstein.
good. Great job, Telltale. Was that a photo of a lion cub?
Well, took you long enough.
I thought she was gonna like be holding a
There's
shotgun.
a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. Now I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward.
Why
now.
would you keep
No,
a single
All
shoe
I
for
got
30
is tea
years?
and candy.
Or however
But
long it is.
I'm sorry I called
She
you
kept
a
wearing the one
hooligan.
shoe. Yeah, like why would you
I
do
try not
that?
to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
HDB core. What is that?
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Oh, Harry Disco Elysium. I mean, in an inverse way, yeah. Radiator.
Man,
Sorry, I was doing a little
she
dance
keeps it hot
there.
in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Why are you coming in and adjusting an old lady's heating? You don't do that. Even if you are really warm. Candy.
Oh, that candy looks older than I am. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing.
That was a good self-interrupt. Those are very easy to mess up.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Oh, she got the newspaper from back in 55. Oh,
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
God, I think I remember this. What is my objective right now? I mean, what I did was something that got her out of the room.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes.
You're still trying to find the date you got to travel to. I mean, yeah. Oh, right. So all I need to do is ask, when did you lose your shoe? I just realized it as soon as it came up.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Excuse me, ma'am. This actually feels... It reminds me of... I'm not gonna say what it was for, but I had a fandom OC character who was a lot like this. Like an elderly lady who was collecting newspapers for everything that had ever happened in her city. And I'm wondering, did I like... Was I creatively pulling from this without realizing when I made that? She wasn't... Well, actually, she was a bitch to the kids. She was. Maybe I was just wholesale just... Okay, I'm starting to like her now that she's got this, like, connection. Nice binoculars.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things.
She's just watching people make out.
That?
Get away from that hubcap before
His son was named Tiff. I don't remember that. It's just like, eh. Okay, when did you lose the shoe?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe. Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
An illegal speakeasy? Cool. You know what's funny is that Christopher Lloyd sounds his age in this, which is slightly older than when the film was made. But this lady's voice is so clearly a younger actress trying to do old. And I know, I wish they just hired an older lady.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Where was the speakeasy?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Is she the mother of
Huh?
the school principal?
Speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square.
Since the fact you're saying that
where
makes me
that
think that I am not doing what I'm
disgusting
supposed to do.
videotape rental store squats today.
Just tell
The
me.
video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
No, I am. Okay.
Following year,
I figure I'm just
as
following
I
conversation
recall.
options until she tells me. Oh, no. We've run out of options.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
So there's a thing that can... There's a function that can get her to leave the room. But I don't know how that helps me if I do it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Why would I go and stick my hand in a cat bowl full of food?
Don't touch those.
Oh, okay.
My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
So maybe if I get her out of the room and then go rifling through the newspapers again, now that I know I'm looking for the date when a speakeasy burned down.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
She's kind of chill with me hanging out in her home for an extended period of time.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded.
Local?
All right, Einstein brought
Did
me
that
the
say robbed
shoe,
by zombies?
and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down?
I know,
at least
right?
need to know the
Can you
year.
find it on a newspaper? Sadly, you might be the only person that visited her in decades. Well, don't make me feel bad for this woman. Cat trophies?
Stop looking at me.
Okay, what else? What else can I do?
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
Oh, okay.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. But trying to find an American one nowadays. Ugh.
Can I have a hint, actually? I might just grab a walkthrough next time I play so that I can, like, zoom a bit faster. We're gonna have to call it, in a little bit. Ask her about the newspapers. Do I have to use the binoculars while she's not in the room?
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Oh, apparently she's fine. Oh, okay. It was February 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when?
Oh, okay.
I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
I wonder if they had any idea that putting a puffer jacket on this guy was going to become one of the most iconic looks of all time. Okay, give me a sec. I'm tabbing out for 1 second to check how Twitch is looking. God, my computer just cools the fuck down the moment the game is paused. Absolutely not. Probably not. I can't remember what the question was. How are we doing? How is Twitch? Oh my god, Veggie BL Tale is on Bingo and they have 1.2 thousand viewers. Oh my god. They haven't even started yet. Oh my god. Okay. That's sorry, the numbers I'm looking at, that's just, I cannot believe it's 1,000 people and they haven't even started doing anything. I'm so proud of them. I can't, they deserve this so much. Okay. I guess I'll keep going. They haven't actually started. You can get her to leave and check the papers. Front page does a lot for a channel. Yeah, of course. I don't know, I wasn't mentally prepared for seeing the numbers for real. They're not doing anything.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
I find this a little obtuse, to be honest. Like, you had to use the binoculars to find that date, and now you can look for something around that date in the newspapers maybe, but you couldn't
Let's
do it
see.
before that.
Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed.
Soup.
Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Wow, the
Help!
facial
Police!
animations really
I'm
pushing
being
it.
attacked by hooligans!
So there's a picture of her behind her there, and you can tell... Oh, look at him. He's learning. You can tell that that's going to be her model in the past.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in
Wait
that
a minute.
getup?
So, yeah, the AU version of this is one where the time machine wasn't destroyed? Because I literally forgot. Oh no, it came back in the middle. Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot that it, like, appeared in front of him in the middle of the game. Sorry. Don't... pretend I didn't say that. I got confused for a moment.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing?
Oh.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
I wonder
They
if
barely know I was gone.
Just checking the stream again. They're fine. They haven't started.
Ready to go, Einstein?
But I presume that they will probably be doing quite a long lead-in to explain bingo for the 1,000 people watching. God, this is going to be exciting. Oh, okay. So, like, we can keep going until they... I hope they aren't having any, like, background problems. Because this is, I mean, from a position of complete sympathy, this has got to be pretty stressful.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Okay, fine.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor.
Just have Einstein do it.
Fluxy.
He's supposed to say fluxing. They just wrote that wrong.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get
Why
him
do
out.
you always do
Hope
this?
You know what you're doing, Doc.
You never put in enough time. You could do any time. Just make it like a month before, you idiot. You're such a moron. This has happened multiple times. I'm repressing the urge to sing along to this so hard. Yeah, you guys sing along. Go for it. It's some of the best film music ever written. Uh-oh. It's gangster times with guns. That's fun, actually. I really love the inherent drama of the time machine having to travel at 88 miles per hour. It's not just a logistic problem that has to be confronted in order to make time travel possible. It always has that feeling, you know, like when you're in a dream and you can fly or something, and at some point you just aren't sure if you're going to be able to do it. Like, what if you get to 88 miles an hour and it doesn't work? You're traveling at 88 miles an hour. Like, there's a very high possibility that you won't have enough space to continue doing that. Are you going to be participating in the bingo or just excited for it? I'm just excited for it right now. I haven't been asked to participate, but they did mention last week that if you're able to jump into stream physically,
Einstein,
then you
go
can
now,
do
boy?
that, and they welcome guests. And I am someone who can do that. It's just that nobody's mentioned anything. I don't know if I have it in me to. Like, I'm absolutely not jumping into their stream during their big day without being certain that they would be okay with it. Oh, look, an oldie cinema. So this is the early 30s, but I keep thinking 20s because the 20s is the only, like, decade in that area. that gets like mentioned. I mean, I guess the 30s is quite like the 20s by nature.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Elizabeth Bioshock, I didn't want to say it. But this is like if Elizabeth Bioshock didn't suck.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youth like yourself. Do you have a message for the
God,
vicious
I wish someone
gangsters
would
who
flash
still
me a
roam these
boyish yet
streets,
virile
no doubt
grin.
plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
I wasn't listening to what she said. I was laughing too hard.
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens, just like Carl Sagan did. With public
Yes, put that
spirited
in the
citizens
paper.
like you around,
Everyone wants
the
to blow
lawless
everything
element will
up
be on the
now.
run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Make something up. Are these jokes that I don't get?
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find
I love
Doc.
their little wiggly turns. Hold down the right mouse button. I'm not using mouse controls, so he doesn't do that. Can I, not hiring. Okay, fine. Speakeasy Ruins. Can I, like, go over the street and see? Yeah! Oh, this is kind of janky. He's walking to the right, but I'm holding the down direction. That's weird. Maybe I should change it to mouse control. You like the idea that Einstein time traveled, proceeded to assault any human he came into contact with, and then left? I think Einstein is clever enough that he is assaulting for purpose. Corleone is a character from The Godfather, and Callahan is a Dirty Harry, played by a Clint Eastwood character. And you forget what the third one was, but it sounded like they're all gangsters from movies. That's probably very true, because he just picked something that was like from the time period. I picked that one because it was Michael, which is, you know, Michael J. Fox's name. And Corleone is like a nice looking name too. Hey Einstein. What do you think about all this?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
So there is a hairdresser. And what else they got? They got a movie theater and a car shop. Not being able to change the direction of the camera is really weird. Can I? Okay. This is very strange physically. Bank of... Does that say Italy? Does that say Bank of Italy? Is that like because gangsters? Okay, what does it say back there? James Clive, Doris Evans, Edward Clarke, David Wright, Frankenstein, the man who made a monster. Majestic Arms, Flophouse. I've heard of that before, but I've forgotten. What is a flophouse? A furrier, ooh. Okay, so I can click on stuff and he will like walk to it, but only if I can see it first.
Majestic Arms. Transients welcome.
That's me! Literally! Haha! Time jokes. A flop house, American English, or DOS house, British English, is a place that has very low cost lodging, providing space to sleep and minimal amenities. Okay, I've heard of flop house, but I have never heard the term DOS house before. I will ask my relatives if they've heard of this, out of curiosity. Alright, let me just check on... Oh, bingo is beginning! I can see they are talking about their merchandise. All right, I'm gonna call it here and go and watch bingo, because my God, I'm so bowled over by this. Yeah, short stream today, but it's a big day for my friends, and I was just getting back into the ropes with this one. I'm gonna try and finish the whole series, but I think I will get a guide or walkthrough up so that I can read it alongside, so I don't waste any time, so we can just see it through. Yeah, thanks guys. We will enjoy supporting friends. It's going to be a huge thing for them, and I want to support them by, well, all I can really do is watch it, I guess. But let's stand in the middle of the road and save and load. Auto save. How do I save? Oh, save game, I guess. Oh, there. I couldn't see the highlight. That was a bit weird. Okay, I'm just going to tab out there. I'm going to raid Vegin 5. They're probably explaining to 1,500 people about how bingo works. Yeah, I don't think I could even focus while I'm thinking about that. Oh, 5 has a they them badge on. Oh, there must have been some thought gone into wanting that to be clear in front of thousands. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna go and support them. I'm gonna raid into them. I hope they don't mind me doing that right now, because there's like 4 of us. But slash raid, spell this right, veggie, BL tail. I hope they don't mind me doing this while they're giving the instructions. But yeah, hopefully they'll just see it as me arriving to support them and whatever. I'll see you guys next week. I'll be back Friday and Sunday as usual with my really cool new reactive, and hopefully I'll get through this game like a streamlined what's streamlined? Train? I don't know. Don't worry about a raid message, because I feel like things are going to be moving fairly quickly, but just yell congrats Vegin 5 or something. This was really 15 years ago. Oh my God, it's been so long. And my computer is like struggling. Okay, off we go. Hooray! Everyone's quacking.